Hello guys, welcome ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? Greetings to you all. Welcome. How are you? Thank you for joining. If you're just joining the program for the first time or you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much. Please like and subscribe, please. Well, like if you like it, and subscribe if you would like a notification when I post videos. I appreciate you all. Welcome everybody. Thank you very much for joining. If you're joining me from YouTube, welcome. Well, no, Facebook. YouTube, not yet. I will upload this later on. So the Facebook, welcome. Instagram, welcome. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Hello, Woli. Hello, Bukola. He's Munirat Adekunle, welcome. Hello, Mofelola. Thank you very much. Bukola, welcome. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much for joining. Please share. We're going to continue with the case study that we're using, which is we are using to demonstrate this, is Woli Kasali, or Prophet Muyideen Kasali. And I wrote in this title that he's not blind, and this is my usual blanket title. His followers are. So this is more for his followers, the people that are manipulated, because we have to get to the point where we're not pointing the fingers just at the manipulator, but we are now looking at the manipulated. It's better to educate and empower the manipulated. So this is the reason why I do this. Hello, who was Abidemi Bolanle, welcome. As I sat, welcome, thank you. Hello, Helen, thank you. Fumi, welcome. Funny Fumi. Ugona, welcome. Kende, welcome, thank you very much. Thank you, Adekunle, thank you, Jacob. Plutonic, thank you. Yemi, thank you. Mary, welcome. Chioma, welcome. Guys, I want to apologize again. Today I came a little bit late. The studio was in use, so I didn't want to. Why is my head up like that? I don't, I can see myself. I'm like this. I don't have to. Excuse me, guys. I just noticed. What is wrong with me? And I'm like, okay. So sorry, guys. I just realized, I don't know why I was doing that. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, I've cautioned myself right now. Thank you. So thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you. Temi, welcome. Kaide, welcome. Alex, Toyin, welcome. Thank you. Oh, Mama T, welcome. Kumi, welcome. Hello, Mr. B, welcome. Guys, I appreciate you all. Please share. Today's video, okay, we are watching the same video. It's a 51-minute video, right? And there are different segments of that video that we're learning from. I wouldn't really say that we're doing anything other than learning and rubbing minds together so that we're not manipulated. That is why we do this, okay? That we do this so that we are not manipulated. We rub minds together so that we can be the best that we should be in the environment, in our community, to humanity, not to be trash human being that are not thinking. We want to be thinking being, critically thinking being, and that is the reason why we do this rubbing of minds together. Unfortunately, Woli or Prophet Muyideen Kasali is the case study, but please don't just pay attention to him as an individual. He is loved and he's also human, and it is part of our nature. We are fallible, but it's not just about Woli Kasali. Please let everybody just kind of turn a blind eye. Where use of the word blind is not it's not for any dig, okay? But don't let us pay too much attention on the individual. We're paying attention on the problem, on the challenge, or what we want to change, rather than an individual. Of course, individuals are perpetrators of this, and hence the reason why we're using them as the examples, the case study that we're using today. So thank you very much. I appreciate you. I want to try and get into the video as well so that I can watch it and be able to read some of your comments. I'm not going to read all of your comments, but some of your comments. So again, I want to thank you. I appreciate you all for joining. For those that are just joining for the first time or are new to the platform, I just want to share with you a few things, okay? It's more like a disclaimer, All right. So the disclaimer that I want to share with you, on the one hand, is about the videos that I share on this platform. These videos are for you to, for example, they are for analytical, they are for analysis. Okay. So they are for critical analysis, all right? They're not criticizing, they are critical analysis. So, using our mind, our sound mind, to analyze behavior, character, to analyze even things that we like. And at the moment, for the past few months, it's been on religion and religious charlatans. That is really close to my heart because I was lied to, and I know that many people have been lied to about religion, about God, about faith in God, okay? Religion itself is a very, very bad thing. If you're a religious person, you are probably in bondage. That is just my opinion. You can research that yourself. If you're religious, you are in bondage. Check that out. But if you have faith in God, you love God and you trust God, yes, good for you. That is a good thing. But be religious is a bondage. So you might want to investigate that further and empower yourself. This platform is a platform of sound mind. So I'll go back to the videos. So these videos are for illustration, or to illustrate the point, and also to sometimes the perpetrators of it, so that they can identify if they want to. We're not forcing anything on anybody here. So you have the freedom, like God is giving you freedom. You also have freedom also on this platform. But know that with every freedom is a right, it comes with responsibility. When you take this freedom, you have a responsibility as well as an individual. So I want to clear that up as well, blatantly, or right from the beginning. Secondly, this is something about me as an individual. My name is Mayowa. Please, there are 4 things that I am not bound by. I am not a prisoner of these 4 things. I do not go by these 4 things, especially I cannot be bent, manipulated, abused, or anything about these 4 things. And the 4 things are, number 1, I am not bound by religion. Okay. So I don't care who is doing something, as long as that thing is true and just, I'm okay with it. I will share it. It's not about Christianity or Islam or anything. I don't care. It just has to be true and just. So I'm not bound by religion. Don't tell me to do the right thing because I'm a Christian. I am doing the right thing because I am human. It's not because I'm Christian. I love Christ. I follow Christ's ways, but I don't do the right thing because I'm a Christian. I do the right thing because I am a sound-minded human being, and I will do the right thing anyway. Okay, so I'm not doing the right thing because because of God. I do the right thing because I have sound mind. I am human. God created me for a purpose, and I have to carry on that purpose. Secondly, I am not bound by age. So if age is a big thing to you, especially if you're African, this little girl here, she's talking about this person, she doesn't consider the age. I don't consider age in front of justice. I don't consider age ahead of truth. I don't consider age ahead of compassion. I don't consider age. Age is meaningless, especially if you're a dingbat, okay? So don't start telling me that, this man is old enough to be your father, is old enough to be your grandfather. I care less, all right? I don't care. I care about the truth. My only allegiance is to the truth and sound mind in that truth. So don't come with me. You commit crime, you commit atrocities because of your age. I shouldn't say anything. That is mental derangement. You are mentally deranged. That is my opinion, okay? You might not like it, but that's my opinion. So don't come to me and tell me that, this person is old enough. That is why all the ills of this world is happening. That is why you're cheating your children, you're cheating younger people, or people that don't have the same age, they're not in the same age group. And when they grow up bitter and twisted, and they will punish you when you're older. When they can, they will punish you, because at the time when you said that they were too young, they couldn't say anything. They kept quiet, but they became bitter. You are ruining the world because of all these parameters and all these things that you put in the middle of everything. Is it that religion? Is it that age? So go and piece your, excuse my language. Excuse my language, okay? Go and fly somewhere far away, okay? Let me just try and speak better English. Go far away somewhere with your ageism, because somebody is certain age or somebody is certain things. I don't care, all right? So let's make that clear. The third and fourth, they're similar. Religion, I've mentioned religion and I've mentioned age. Then the 3 and 4, these ones are culture and tradition. Okay? Culture, tradition, if you want to interchange it, you want to put it together, I don't care how you do it. I don't care about culture or tradition. When I choose anything to do culturally, it's because I desire they bring pleasure to everybody that is involved. Okay? So I could like our cultural dance. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be a cultural idiot. I don't follow any cultural dogmas. Don't say, oh, your name is Mayowa. This is the one they always tell me. Your name is Mayowa. That means you're a Yoruba girl. You should know this Yoruba this. Peace off, please. I'm just going PPP. All right? So you know what that means? Peace off, please. No, it's not peace off, please. No, POP. Okay? POP. If you want me to go by my culture or my religion or my age or the age of this, you have a problem. You are a robot. So I'm not going to go by that. So I'm telling you right now, those are the 4 main things that I don't really care about and I don't follow. I am not bound by those things. So don't try and lock me up in your dogmas. I'm not interested, all right? I'm not interested in your cultural or your traditional dogmas. And don't try anything to do with manipulation. I have sound mind. I'm going to suss it out. And finally, before we start the video, I just want to say, for those of you that are sending me videos of vindictors or pictures, please stop that nonsense, okay? Stop that nonsense. Sometimes people do things wrong by us. Don't start sending me personal vindictors with people and start saying you should talk about this, I should expose this. I'm not interested in those things, okay? If you have a personal issue with somebody cheated you out of money or cheated you sexually, go and sort it out with the court, okay? Somebody cheating you sexually or, just cheating you with money, how is that affecting everybody else? Unless if they're a serial person that does that and everybody needs to be aware of it. But the first thing you need to do is take that person to court. Let justice help you. I'm not a courtroom. I want to rub mine together. Before you make the mistake, I want us to address the problems before the mistakes is made. Not after you made the mistake, you messed up and you're sending me videos and you're sending me pictures of somebody. I don't even understand who thinks this way. So you want me to say something and say, oh, look at this person. I don't even know the person. I don't have any personal hatred on anybody. If I talk about them, I'm just talking about the problem that they're making. I'm not talking about, because I don't like them. The people that I don't like, and if I don't like them, I learn to like them. I consciously learn to like them. So don't bring me anybody's problem. I'm not interested, please. I'm asking this politely, all right? Sort out your issues. Go to court if you need to go to court. Address it as human being. You don't need to make noise about it. Address a problem as human being, okay? This is 2019. This is not 1800s, okay? That somebody is going to go and kill somebody for you because this is happening. Stop with the bull crap, all right? Anyway, I just thought I'd share those things with you guys. I love you. I appreciate you. Don't mind me. I'm just Mayowa, and I just do what I need to do, all right? So those are the things I'm not bound by. I'm not bound by, and, don't bring all your family problems. I just need to tell you, to me, okay, sort out your family problems amongst your family. If your family problem is affecting the world, maybe you can let us hear it. Yeah. So here we go. I appreciate you. Let's go. So today we're going to watch Kasali again. All right, we have seen Kasali trying to prescribe poison to people. We have seen Kasali trying to basically I think most of what he's trying to do is manipulating others. And my belief is, and this is tested, my belief system is that when you delude people, when you deceive people, you're bound to deceive yourself. When you manipulate people, you will manipulate yourself. So the reason for you not to manipulate is actually to benefit you. The reason for you not to deceive is to benefit you. It's not just to benefit the person that you're not going to deceive. It's actually for you to become a better person, to have sound mind. Whatever you do now and you think that you're getting away with it, you're not getting away with it. You know, you have seen in history, you have seen in time past where people have done different things and it caught up with them eventually. So don't be a nuisance, all right? Use your sound mind. Don't let anybody manipulate you in any way, shape, or form. So today we're going to see another video. And I titled today's Manipulative Stories for the Gods. I want you to have a look at this. And it's not just Kasali, the other people do it. You might be the person that is a perpetrator of this, that does this as well. So check yourself. They tell stories to fit their narratives. They tell stories to fit the context of what they want to manipulate you in. And I also think that Kasali is also a victim to some extent. And I will share that with you along the line. So I'm just going to go from where we left off yesterday, and then we will move on from there. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, you're just joining us for the first time, the video is available on YouTube. You can go onto my YouTube, Adelaja, and you'll be able to see the video. And it's also here on Facebook if you prefer to watch on Facebook so that you can read the comments. That's fine. So let's continue. I've spent enough time chit-chatting. Just with the disclaimer, but I think that disclaimer is necessary at this point. Thank you very much for your patience. So let's go with the video. Here we go. So we're going to start from 12 minutes. We've got a long way to go. So I'm going to increase it slightly. So I'm going to speed it up because we need to do this fast. Okay, it's too fast. So this was a lady yesterday. So maybe I should play some part of yesterday's, but I'm just going to play it for you to hear it, but I'm not analyzing it, please.
Hello. Yes.
Okay, so if you're joining for the first time, this is Kasali. It's a case study, okay? He's not the only one that does this. Adeboye does this, Oyedepo does this, Oyakilome does this, Kumuyi does this. All of them, they do this. They aggrandize themselves. All these religious cabals, they aggrandize themselves as though they are your Lord and personal Savior. And the dingbats that are not smart, that have not developed, they have not evolved as human beings, they call another human being to help them with any challenges that they're facing. So these challenges could vary from spiritual challenge to physical challenge to, you know, life challenges, things that are basic challenges that as a human being, God trusts you and God has equipped you to solve yourself. So rather than you solve it, the dingbats, the nuisance, the nitwits, they will go and call somebody that they believe that has power, that is a deity. Somebody wrote me and insulted me that somebody in the Bible, they call someone and said, you look at this person. Why don't you go back and live in the Bible age? If somebody in the Bible did something with this, why don't you just go back? Go and live in the Bible age. Don't come to 2019. Go and live in the Bible age, didderings. You know? So it's telling me somebody in the Bible consulted with this. It's good for us to consult. Crazy nuisance. When are you going to evolve? Why do you want to do what they did in the Bible that is negative? After Jesus have already empowered you with love, with authority, with sound mind. It's like saying, oh, they used to shit in a borehole, in a hole, but no. Now that they've got toilets, I'm still going to be using the borehole. Why don't you bend down and be going on a borehole? You know? Or they used to do something like, it's crazy. Yeah, Jesus rode a donkey. So I'm going to buy a donkey. I'm not going to buy a car. I'm going to be riding a donkey. I like donkeys because back in the days, they used to ride on donkeys. That's what Jesus used to do. Use your sound mind. Stop being a dithering. I mean, I don't understand those kind of things. They start quoting scriptures and telling you certain things in the Bible that they used to do. You know, go back into the Bible age, please. Don't come here in 2019. Stay in the Bible age. Transport yourself into the Bible age. Complete nuisance. So this lady now, there have been people calling from United States. So this is one of his programs that he does. And this program is just the objective of Kasali and the crew that are using Kasali is that they want power to subdue you, control, okay? And they also want money. Those are the two things that they need, power and money. The power to control you will get them money, all right? And they need to do this work by saying all these kind of things, putting fear in you. They're marketing themselves. And I will show you how they market themselves and what they do. So now she's picking up a call from a lady that is in United States. She wants to join the Navy. She has to do an exam. And with that exam, she hasn't been passing the exam for the past 5 months. I mean, let's use our common sense. If you're not passing the exam for 5 months, what is the need? What is the requirement that you need to get that Kasali is going to be able to give you? First of all, the person that is calling that wants Kasali to pray or do anything, you are a wicked person. You are the wicked and adulterous generation that Jesus talked about in the Bible. Wicked and adulterous generation. You've been reading for 5 months, you don't get it. Read some more. Get a tutor. Get somebody to help you. What is it that Kasali can do? Kasali can't even see the book that you're reading. So what is he going to do? Oh, he's going to pray for you. He's going to lay hand from you. He's going to pray for you from where he is. Why don't you meet Jesus? Why don't you ask Jesus directly? Why do you have to go to Kasali? So all those things that we do, you need to cut it out in 2019. Don't put your generation into yawa. Don't put your generation into problems. Use your sound mind. Correct yourself. Correct your sense. This is rubbish. So I'm just going to let it play until we get to the part where we are going today. Sorry, I said I would let it play. The problem that I have is that this guy is saying that take one thing, what do you want from God? So unfortunately, this is in Yoruba, and I know a lot of people don't speak Yoruba on this platform, so I'm going to try my best to translate. But this was played yesterday, so I'm not going to translate everything. There's a caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Please turn down the one in the background. Hello? Okay, I don't think the person is ready to speak. So anyway, I did this part yesterday and I did a thorough analysis on it, I think to the best of my ability, you know. So I'm just going to point out certain things that is wrong that this guy is using to manipulate you, and some of the stories and things that he tells today, okay? So one of the things that he did here is saying that what do you want from God? You know, nobody should be asking you what you want from God, and you don't need to be telling other people what you want from God, okay? This person is not an intermediary to God, and this person is not assistant God. He's not in charge of God. He's not the one that is going to go and tell God what you want so that God can provide it for you. And I use the analogy that we are all children of God, okay? Why is it that somebody is going to come and say that, what do you want from God, from your father? Even he is a child of God. So why is it that we're all children of God and you have to go to your brother or your sister to tell them what you want from God? Why can't you go to your father directly? If you are like this, you're a person that goes to somebody to tell them what you want from God, you're a bastard, okay? The bastard is a child that doesn't understand, doesn't recognize, or is not recognized as a child of that father, all right? And don't be a bastard. Unbastard yourself. If you have been a bastard in the past, change your ways, okay? If you behave like a bastard, you're a bastard. If you don't behave like a bastard, you're not a bastard. So let us clearly say this thing so that your eyes would open and stop being a didering for people. So this guy now sat on the couch and saying, what do you want from God? You know, what sense does that make? What do you want from God from him? How is he going to help you with what you want from God? We have a caller. Who's calling?
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello. Good morning. Oh, sorry. Good afternoon. Good morning from America.
Okay. Good morning.
I just want to say just one thing.
Yeah.
If people can watch so-called Pastor Igila Joshua and still be attending his church. I don't know. Of all the talk that people have been saying, telling them about what is happening here, saying things that they are all fake, and they keep going there. Is it Jesus Christ that will come down from heaven to talk to them?
Yes.
Because he's really crazy.
Yes. You know,
it's really crazy.
Caller,
what's watching that? Is it Amarotutu? And yet there is people going to that church. Do you think it's only Jesus Christ that will come down from heaven that can talk to this people that they will hear what?
No.
Seriously, it's just crazy.
Who's calling, please? What's your name?
My name is Juliet.
Hello, Juliet. You know, the problem is that they have been indoctrinated into this for many years. Nobody has been saying anything. It didn't take one night before you start going to church. It was done many months, if not years. So that is the reason why also when you come to tell people the truth, you will repeat the truth to them because they've been repeatedly told lies. So that is the reason. Be patient with people. You know, it takes time. For some people, immediately you get it. But for some people, it's going to take them time because they've been living all their lives with lies. They have lied to them all their lives. They don't even know the truth anymore. So it's really hard to sever their relationship immediately. And I understand that. And I think that we should also understand that as give people a benefit of the doubt.
Well, seriously, it's crazy. Seriously,
yeah. Yes.
Thank you for this wonderful job you're doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate your call.
All right.
So, guys, let's proceed. So the caller was wondering why people still go into these people like Iginla and this guy. Why are people going to Adeboye? Tell me, why are they going to Adeboye? He's scamming them. Why are people going to Oyedepo? He's scamming them too. So I don't understand. I don't understand why they go to any of these people. Why did they call them Papa? Why did they go and work for them in the plantation? I don't know. But I can tell you that these people have worked hard on these people for many years, and the people that knows better, they have kept quiet and they live their own life. But I can't live like that because while they were keeping quiet, they're destroying the world. Who is the world? It's the individual in the world that are the world. It's not the location that is the world. It's you and I in the world. We are the world. Just like we are the church as well. So people don't know the truth anymore. And this is one of the reasons also that I do this. So let's continue with this. Okay, so that was yesterday. So she's read to pass an exam, and then this guy said that she's going to pass at the end by reading some scriptures, getting honey, read the scripture 3 times every day for 3 days, read it at 12 midnight, put it out for the morning dew. Don't allow the sunshine to drop on it. Take it with a teaspoon and eat the honey with the teaspoon. Spend 6 days fasting. All sorts of prescription of doom. He just gave her all sorts of things to do, and then she can go and do the exam and pass, and she can start wearing the army clothes and all that crap. It's a lie. This guy is just scammed her. Okay, so she's a scammer herself. And she's been scammed by a scammer. Okay? Scammer scams scammer. You see? That's what happened. You're a thief, and a bigger thief come and take it from you. Thief. Thief cash thief. Or thief take thief. There's something going on there that is not right. The whole thing didn't make sense. So he went on with this lady and told her, and she was happy, and then she hung up. He said, call me later. You know, this is a scam. Anybody that does this, if they're not doing it like Kasali, if your pastor, you go and sit down, you tell your pastor, this is my problem, we've been doing this, pastor, please pray for me. You're a scammer. How is pastor going to pray for you? He's going to help you to read your book and do this. How is pastor praying for you? He's going to help you in the business. Stop being an idiot. Go and find out about the business. Research the business. Research the market. Research what product is needed. Produce a quality product. Anybody will see you anywhere. If Mark Zuckerberg did not have to do advertisements and go to Baba Kasali or go to Adeboye to lay hands on them, why is it that your own case is different? Why is your own case you have to go and lay hand, you have to go and wash your head in the river, you have to go and do this? When you are in Christ, you are a new creation. Why do you read this Bible? You don't even get it. You don't even want to apply it. You still want to go by syncretism. And one of the problems I have with Kasali is that he collaborates, he combines, he amalgamates culture, Babalawo, prescription, Christianity, Islam, everything together, causing confusion for himself. Don't allow him to cause confusion for you. This is nonsense. So we're going to go to today's program. I've given you a little bit of the last program, which was yesterday. So let's go with today. So it's sound mind. Sound mind. Use your sound mind. You have been given sound mind. If you do not use your sound mind, you cannot live a sound life. Sound mind will provide you a sound life. This is not a sound life. You're not sound when you're going to somebody to call the person to tell your Father in heaven what you want. It's disgusting. It's a mess. Your mother did it. Your mother's mother did it. Your father did it. Your father's father did it. They gained nothing out of it. Even sit down and look at your family history. If you're going by your culture, you're going by your tradition, sit down and look at your family history. What is the outcome of everything that your mother, your father, and all your generation and your ancestor did? What is the outcome of it? Sit down and think about that alone. If you think about that alone, you will change your ways. If you're a sound person that thinks about that, you will change your ways. Look at Nigeria. Look at the religion sect. Look at everything as a whole. They are not thinking, because if you think about what they have been doing for years, look at the results that they are achieving. The result they are achieving that is good, that seems good, is only for the individual, like the GOs, the bishop. They're just taking money. They are very well hated. They don't have freedom. Even that result is not good. They have cash, they don't have freedom. They have cash, they don't have good road. They have cash, they don't sleep well at night. They have cash, they don't have peace. So you look at your own family, look at your own generations. Why do you still insist on doing what they used to do? Tell me. Even Jesus in the Bible, from the Old Testament, with all the atrocities that happened in the Old Testament, when he got to the New Testament, if there was a new creation, he says it was finished. Everything was had to change. Why is it that you don't want to change from your ancestor years, from the mistakes that they made? You want to make that mistake again in 2019? What is wrong with us? Huh? I just don't understand. So let's go with today's video. I will try. What I prefer to do is to let you watch the video in its entirety. But I get concerned about people that don't speak Yoruba, they don't understand Yoruba. I don't want to leave them out. So that's the reason why in the middle of it, I pause and then I explain what is going on. But if I can, if it makes sense, if I can, I will try and leave the video to play. But it's just because of those who don't speak Yoruba. You don't have to speak Yoruba. This is not a Yoruba platform. It's a platform for all. But it's just, let us kind of understand our communication, here. So here we go. So this guy now, at the end of the conversation with the lady, is saying that the lady said she's going to come to Nigeria. So she's in the United States, she's going to come to Nigeria. So he said, okay, they're going to have an anniversary. I think it's 12th year anniversary. And she's welcome to come. And all of the Muyideen, they even have names for themselves. That tells you that you're heard. If you're in one group or the other, you're not a human being. You are Eronko. I spoke Yoruba just now. You are heard. Okay? You are an animal. I am Omo this. What is the reason? Why would you be Omo Edidi when you're already Omo Long? If you're a child of God, why would you be Omo Edidi or Omo anything? The whole thing is disgusting. It doesn't make sense. Why are you insisting on being an animal and you're a human being? Okay? God created you as a human being. You decide that you want to be an animal. So now he's describing them and saying that they're Omo Edidi. That means a child of bond, of a seal or bond or something. I checked it out on Google. You guys were correct. Why would you want to be Omo anything? Why don't you be the Omo of yourself at least? At the minimum. Or just remain Omo Long, the child of God. Why are you Omo Edidi? Why do you relegate yourself from the child of God to the child of Edidi? Who is more powerful, Edidi or God? What is all this crap, for God's sake? I mean, and we have to interact with human beings. These people are calling themselves human beings. You go to parties with them, you go to restaurants with them, you go to work with them, you do things. They are animal. This is an animal behavior. Please set yourself. So this guy is sitting on the couch and saying that all the Omo ADD, they should come to December is their anniversary. They should come for their anniversary and they would be at a mountain. The mountain your great-great-great-great-grandfather has been going for all these years. Mountain come to nothing, zero, odo, bam, nothing. Okay? And that mountain, you still want to go there and put bondage into your life. Your mother was carrying you in the back, going to that mountain. The problem that she had, you are still carrying the whole problem. You are creating your own problem. Your mentality is not changing. It's insanity. So this guy now is going to go and trap you up in the mountain somewhere. And you are going to be doing the job on the mountain. Why do you want to do that? So he's now ask you to come to the mountain for their anniversary. And you know what made me laugh? He said that he's going to give all Omo Edidi some secret so that they don't have to struggle for the year. Excuse me, mate. You are struggling right now. You are struggling, Kasali. You've been online begging for money indirectly and, telling people all sorts of things. You're trying to bag some peas. You're trying to bag some money. That's why you're doing it. So if you already have the secret so that you don't struggle, then you too don't do online. Don't come online to do all this. Sit at home so that you don't have to struggle. Sit in your house, and let money just come to you without you having to do anything. Is nonsense. If you don't want to struggle in 2019, like he's saying, you have to work hard. You have to prefer a solution to a problem. You have to prefer quality solution. You have to develop yourself. You have to continuously love people and love and want to develop things that are wrong. Want to change things that are wrong in society. Want to prefer a solution. Not that you're going to just struggle because you're going to the mountain. You went to mountain to meet Kasali, and then in 2019, you're not going to struggle. It's a lie. It's a big lie. On what basis would that happen? Wow. Seriously? So anybody that went to this anniversary and went to this on Orioke, this mountain, please, if you're out here, let me know. Is it giving you something that you will not be struggling in 2009? I'm laughing in French right now. Seriously? Really? So you will not be struggling in 2009? We only have how many days gone in 2019? 16 days. Have you not struggled already? So what is it that you won't be struggling? It is human. You need to struggle to get something right. If somebody says that you won't be struggling, that person wants to kill you. They want to turn you into a vegetable. Okay, they want to turn you to something that is not good, that is useless. All right, something that don't have any value. All right, something that is not breathing, something that is dead. So why wouldn't you struggle? Why? You have to be the best that you are. You have to strive for better in life. So somebody is telling you that you won't need to struggle. So how is that going to work? Let's just even think about it for a minute. Can anybody tell me how is that going to work? That you would not struggle in 2019. So I will give you something. It will give all of you that went there something, and anything you said, okay, I want a house, bam, it will just happen. Right. I want to be educated and I want to have the mind to do certain things. It will just happen. You won't struggle for it. I mean, what kind of madness is this? What kind of madness is this, for God's sake? Please, guys, share this video because somebody out there might benefit from it. So let's continue.
Thank you.
Okay, so today this is where the lady has hung up. That's the lady that he just lied to, and she also lied to him. They deceived each other. So you don't engage your time in this. Your time is your life. Your time is your life. The books that you could read about time management, about developing your time, about harnessing your time. Your time is your life. Okay? So here we go. Somebody else is calling him and he wants to speak, he wants to talk. And this is where this today's program starts. Yeah, I said that it's manipulative stories for the gods. I want you to pay attention, because a lot of people fall victims of this type of stories. They tell you stories and you chew that story. You believe that story because somebody is telling you a story. You just believe it and you run with it. That story becomes the measurement for your life. It's not true, okay? Nobody's story should have to be a measurement for your life. Yes, you can use story as reference, but you can't use it to be a measure. You measure your life or to determine certain things that you need to do. So here is going to start the story. They're going to get rid of the phone to give him some time to tell his manipulative story. A lot of people do this. A lot of pastors, bishops, GOs, they tell this story. Adeboye is notorious for telling stories like this. Nonsense, doom and gloom stories to render you useless. That's what they tell the stories for. So let's proceed. Okay, so he started to saying that Igboran is like with obedience is better than sacrifice. That's it. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Let me tell you, a lot of preachers use this, right? A lot of charlatans, they use this. It is true that obedience is better than sacrifice. And that's, but you have to assess the situation where you have to obey. If you go and obey everything, you're never going to achieve something new. You're never going to discover something new. So there's certain things. These people usually use obedience is better than sacrifice, so that you would obey, you would do what they said you should do, so that you will follow them. But it is not true. They are half-truth preachers. They're not telling you obedience in what. So if somebody says that, obey me, let's go and commit crime, that's also obedience if you follow them to commit the crime. If somebody says that, okay, you should hate all people that are not from your tribe, if your mother says that or your father says that you should hate people that comes from your tribe, that's obedience if you follow that. But is that a good obedience? It's a wrong obedience for you to hate everybody that they're not from your tribes, your tribe. It is wrong. So when people say that obedience is better than sacrifice, please investigate what you're going to obey. Be responsible for what you're going to be obey. You don't have to obey everything. You don't have to obey anything that anybody tells you. But you have to know what to obey. Obey to love people. Yes, that's God said that we should love people and we should honor each other. We should respect each other. Yes, obey to do that. But don't obey because somebody tells you something and you're going to obey it because they say it. No, you are a human being. You are responsible for yourself. God created you for a purpose. Why should you have to obey what somebody else says? You don't have to. Assess it first. Critically analyze anything that you're going to obey. Don't just obey because it says obey. Obedience is better than sacrifice. So this is what is coming from. Is a manipulative way that the charlatans use to dumb you down. To render you kind of like useless or powerless so that you can't do anything. Whenever they say obedience is better than sacrifice, it means that all of you, at least they'll get, if there are 10 people in the room, they'll get 8 people to do whatever they want them to do. It's a lie. It's manipulation. So he's just asking, for those that can't understand Yoruba, he's just asking that is he facing the camera because he's blind or clinically blind and he cannot see, he doesn't know if he's facing the camera, and he's asking if the network is on. So he's just doing his own checks. Okay, so this is one of the things that these online preachers and other preachers do. They put fear in you. So he started saying things that all of you that you can't sleep at night, and the enemy or life, aye means life or witches or opposition, okay, has used the night time to disturb you, or they're disturbing you by night. So it's like maybe they're disturbing you by dreams, or they're disturbing you that you can't sleep. Okay, you know, this is manipulation. This is suggestion. He's suggesting this into your mind, into your heart, that it is possible, or is a possibility that they use the night to manipulate you, to mess you up. It's not true, okay? They are, this is a biological, or maybe, yeah, a biological thing as human being. The times that you can't sleep at night, it might be a warning through your health. It might be maybe because you're thinking, mental or physical health. There are many reasons. It might be that you've eaten too much eba, or you eat too much amala, or something that you cannot sleep that is disturbing you. It might be something that you need to check out with the doctors. Don't let them manipulate you and suggest in your mind that it is the devil, or is the spirit, or is your enemy, or anybody is doing anything with you at night. Okay? It's manipulation. So now he came up with this suggestion. It's a story for the gods. It's not a good story. It's a story to render you useless. Okay? When somebody is starting to suggest that I hear something at night, yes, you know what? Even babies, they sometimes cry from their dreams. You know, this is normal. Okay, these are normal biological things. Our mind is active. Our brain is active even at night. So there are things that are happening. You need to check this out. Educate yourself. It's not Aye that is doing anything at night. So he's saying that if Aye is doing this at night, or disturbing you at night, which Aye? I am already in Christ. I'm a new creation. How can Aye get me when I'm in Christ? How come I am still accessible to Aye while I am in Christ? Excuse me. I mean, the whole thing is a mess. And you call yourself a Christian, you follow Christ. But Aye, I mean, Aye is like, they just do you anyhow. That is not true. Aye can't do you nothing. So this is suggestion. This is suggestion. It's suggesting into your mind. And you know, people can suggest anything into your mind. Somebody can suggest in your mind for you to go and kill somebody. Allah, that's why it says in the Bible that guide your heart with all diligence. Out of it comes issues of life. Because you're not guiding your mind with this guy, Kasali, or anybody else that will tell you trash in your head, you are not guiding your heart. You're not guiding your mind. You are just letting any trash enter your mind. And, you know, the issues of life then starts. There flows rivers, issues of life. Because whatever you think in your head is what you're going to do. You are what you think. So when they put this nonsense in your head, then you start thinking, oh, Aye is doing me, that's why I couldn't sleep. No. You need to go to the doctors. You need to stop thinking. You need to change your behavior. Sometimes it's your behavior that is not letting you sleep. Sometimes it's the character that you've imbibed, the wrong character, the wrong behavior that you have, the wrong company that you've had that is not allowing you to sleep. I don't blame any fictitious Aye. There's no Aye that is doing anything to you. Okay? So Aye, it's like for everybody on earth, they would assign an Aye to you. I mean, how many? According to these people, right? They are. If we know in numerical terms that there's 7 billion going to 8 billion people in the world. The way these people operate, they have assigned Aye to everybody. Aye this, Aye that. So if you are not the Aye that is affecting another person, it means that there's a new Aye, new person or somebody else that is assigned to be the Aye on that person. I mean, the whole thing. I mean, just think about it. Just thinking about it is like making my head hurt. You know? Aye this, Aye that. So we go another caller. Let's pick this up. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Hello, caller.
Hey, good morning, Maya.
Good morning. Who's talking? Who's speaking?
Oh, I'm Isaac from the USA.
Hello.
I just want to give an advice. If possible, that people that have had encounter with Prophet Kasali, if they have the opportunity to call in and share the experience, what they have encountered, how they've been scammed, how the lessons learned, it will be of benefit to the other people on the platform. I'm just thinking that line, so just let me let you know.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah, I just browsed at the comments here. By Yeti. I already said I wasn't going to look at comments, but Yeti Berry, it just come to my heart that I just need to help you a bit, okay? And the reason I'm doing that is because you mentioned blasphemy, okay? I know that you believe that those people that call themselves pastors or men of God are your own God that you see on earth. But I've got news for you. God, your own human being that has flesh is not your God, okay? All right? It's not your God. Almighty God is your God. So she wrote here, Yeti Berry wrote there, why accusing pastors, silly girl, blasphemy? I don't think you've been here, you've listened. And I think that you're the silly person because you need to take your time to research what I've been doing, watch the video first, and then come to a conclusion. Don't just come to a conclusion just by coming on the platform and hearing maybe 5 or 10 minutes of what I'm saying. You might also have to go to my YouTube channel, look at my YouTube channel and use your sound mind. Use your number. I don't know what number is yours, okay? Use your sound mind, the brain that God has given you. Don't just come on the platform and write any comments, okay? It shows that you are not using your mind and you need to use it. There's no advantage of you being on earth if you're not going to use your mind. You're going to be a burden to society, okay? So use your mind, all right? You don't just be a pretty face, right? Be a pretty mind. That's important. And you're saying that it's blasphemy. Are they God? If I speak against them, am I speaking against God? Didering. Anyway, let's continue.
So,
okay, so I don't know what Ogbe means, okay? But it's talking as though everyone that life said, Aye, life or enemy, said that they're going to Shalogbe. I don't know what Ogbe is, right? Anybody that knows what Ogbe is, please let me know. So it's again, this is another suggestion. Anybody that lies said is going to do this, you don't even need to pray those prayers. You don't need to pray that prayer, Kasali. Nobody can do anything to anybody on this life. Don't stop this nonsense. This somebody that life is going to Shalogbe, this and that. It's suggestion. And even before anybody shy anybody logbe, right? And before anybody is shy ogbe, right? Because this guy suggested it in your mind, you're already thinking that people, oh, this is my enemy. If you disagree with somebody, you think, oh, this is my problem. This is the person that is shy ogbe. This is the person that is this. These people are manipulating you. So where is this? What is shalogbe? To hurt or injure? So why is the enemy going to just see you and say, oh, I want to hurt or injure? Why is Aye going to just see you and want to hurt and injure you? Why? Why are you that vulnerable? And God is just going to sit there and then just watch Aye hurting and injuring you. You know, guys, let me tell you how you know that these are errors. When you are vulnerable, when you were vulnerable as a child, when you don't have anybody, you cannot pray, you don't know God, you don't even know the environment that you are, you're just a child. God protected you then, okay? God protected you, looked after you. All the enemies that could possibly come to you, God shielded you from them. And now you grew up as an adult, that God all of a sudden just turned it back on you. It's nonsense. This is stupid. So now as an adult, that your job should be easy, that your protection, you should be more assured in your protection, that the God that has kept me from my mother's womb, from when I was a baby, age 1, age 2, 3, 4, 5, I can walk now, I can go places, I know what is going on, I can speak to people, I can deduct information, I understand certain things. So that God then turned his back against you. Can you imagine? So this guy is saying that the God that protected you from the beginning, from your mother's womb, is now severe relationship with you. Why, Kasali? Why is it that now any enemy or anybody wants to attack me? Tell me. It's rubbish. So think about that. If God can protect you from your mother's womb, if God protected you when you were vulnerable, a child, you were living in some gutter, you're living in anything, you were still looked after. You were protected. You didn't die. Nothing happened to you. So why is it now this man is suggesting to you that anybody that said you will not sleep, that want to attack you, you want to afflict you, whatever? What is this? This is an act of evil. These are the evil. The people suggesting those things in you, they are the evil. There is no evil anywhere other than these people.
That's what lórúkọ Jésù Olúwa ẹ̀mí wá kiri ṣé gbàgbé jábọ̀rọ̀ tànádé arákùnrin tó ti lówó.
So he's going to tell the story. So now you did this prayer, well, unnecessary prayer. You don't need to pray that kind of prayer, okay? Those prayers are unnecessary. They're wasting your time. The prayer that you need to pray, God has already given it to you, okay? Our Father who art in heaven, okay? Just pray that prayer. Thank God for your day. Thank God for your life. Ask God to give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to number your days. That is it. That is it. Because it's not your business about enemy. It's not your business about anything. Okay? That is not your business. You have a protector. You have a father. You have somebody that is shielding you, that shielded you from childhood. All the rest is not your problem. Okay? Just say our Father and be done with it. This is nonsense. So this is where the story starts. So this is another way of manipulation. So he starts telling stories. So he's going to tell a story. For those who understand Yoruba, well done. You will be able to understand the story. So the story, I'm just going to tell you what the story is because I listened to the story. The story is about a man that was doing okay for himself. And then the man decided, oh, I think the internet is playing up. I hope it's not playing up too much. So it's about a man. It's about a man who was doing okay. He had a good business. Everything was okay. Then all of a sudden, this man decided that he wanted to be better. He wanted something more, right? And his friend took him somewhere and they did some spiritual or voodoo for the guy. And what happened with this thing, what they did for him is that they told him that he cannot send his children abroad. Because even when he's rich, he cannot send his children abroad, okay, with the money that he makes with it. Have you not heard many of these type of stories in Nigeria? They went to do voodoo, they can't wear slippers. They went to do voodoo, they can't do this. They went to do this. Anything that the devil gives you is going to ask that you can't do this, just like him himself. He wants to pray for somebody to pass the exam. You have to do this, do this, do this, do this. You have to follow different prescription. When Jesus gave you a life, gave you life in abundance, he didn't even take anything from you. He gave you free, biko, go, buy. When the babalawo and all these people want to give you something, they'll give you, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to follow this, you have to do that. That is evil. That is not from God. So he told the story of this man. But this man to me is exactly like him. So I'll just let you listen to this story and then I would translate what I can. Okay, so the guy has an hotel, and then his friends went to him and said that his hotel is not doing well enough, right? So they help him to put air in it. So he's using allergy. Well, he's using kind of like maybe like an algorithm to speak. I don't know how to say it. Okay. So he said his friends, so basically his friend went to do voodoo, asked him that your hotel could do better. You already have a hotel, you could do better, you could sell more, so we'll help you with what you need to do. So they took him somewhere. Yeah. So let's listen. Okay, so what they told him, and Kasali, this is for you as well, and all you charlatans, and all the dingbats that follows them. So they said that with the money that they're going to make, or they're going to give him, or the voodoo is going to give him, that he cannot use that money to send his children or any of his children abroad. They cannot go away from Nigeria. So this is happening in Nigeria, supposedly. It's a lie. The story is a lie. It's deception. And I'll tell you how you would detect lies from this story. And then he himself, but he just did the same thing that the Babalawo did to that guy. What the story is telling, he is the Babalawo in that story, because if you think about it, he just told the two people what they need to go and do. You know, one person what he needs to do to pass an exam, another person what he needs to do in order for him to get out of jail from an offense that he admitted to. So what is the difference between Kasali and the Babalawo in the story, or the person that is telling that they gave the man conditions? He gives conditions as well. He said, honey, drink honey, pray at 12 midnight, put it outside in the dew, drink honey, have 6 days of fasting and prayer. He gives condition the same way that Babalawo gives condition. It's made up story. They made it all up. If you're on Instagram, I'll be back in a few seconds once it goes off. Okay, Instagram only allows an hour. So he's cooking up this whole story, but he doesn't see himself. Yes, I know that you can't see physically, clinically, okay? But your brain should be able to tell you that, Kasali, you're doing the same thing as the person that went to the Babalawo. You're operating in the same style. He wants to tell you a story as though he's trying to help you with that story. But that's exactly what he is doing. That they gave the guy condition that the guy cannot send the child to, his children to abroad with the money. But the same thing you're doing. You're saying that somebody have to buy honey, they have to pray at midnight. You gave them condition too. Yes, the condition might be different weights of condition, but it's still a condition. The only person that will not give you condition is Jesus Christ. He just says love. That is it. How hard is it to love? But these people, they want to put you on an assignment all the time. Condition this, condition that. He made up the story. Let's continue. Okay, so they said that when he become rich, right? Well, when he become richer, right? He forgot the prescription, the condition that the Babalawo gave him. That's a witch doctor or something. I don't know what I think Babalawo is a witch doctor. Okay, so he forgot the condition. Of course, anybody that follows Kasali as well, you are in the same condition. You have also been conditioned like an animal. You are also conditioned like Babalawo. Kasali, you are also a Babalawo. If you don't detect yourself in this, I don't know what is wrong with your mind. I don't know what is wrong with your brain. You are the Babalawo. You're giving people conditions. You know, it's the same thing. So all these things that he's saying, it is him himself. He cooked up the story. He made it up. So you see, you know, he made a mistake there. He said that Mowa Sofu. Do you understand? Maybe he's saying that he is the Babalawo. Maybe he's saying that Onwa Sofu. Maybe he misspoke. Okay, but this guy also, you can tell if you know, whenever somebody is talking, listen carefully to what they're saying. Don't just listen to the words they're saying. Listen to what is behind that word. This guy, what is behind what Kasali is saying? What are you trying to get out of this, Kasali? As a listener, what do you want to deduce from this thing? I think the best thing you can deduce from it is don't go and do voodoo for you to be rich. That's the best thing you can do. But how did we get there? I wasn't thinking of doing voodoo to be rich in the first place. But if you're saying that don't go and do voodoo to be rich, Kasali, why are you telling people, why are you allowing people to come to you to pray for them to pass exam? Why are you allowing people to come to you to pray to them, to pray for them so that they will not be judged in the court even for something that they did wrong? What different? They have different weights, but they're the same thing. Somebody called you to say that he committed a crime and he wants to get away with it, and you pray for that person to go. What is the difference between you and Babalawo? What is the difference between the story that you're trying to tell somebody not to do when you are doing it, when you are propagating exactly that thing? Double standard. This is an evil doctrine. These are evil ways that these people deceive you. It's the same thing. Okay, so he forgot. So this guy apparently forgot that it was prescribed not to send his children abroad. So when he was doing very well, he sent his son to China. I mean, he made it up, you know. Can anybody deduce this? Can anybody deduce that this is a lie? This is a complete lie, yo. This is not true. He made it up. You know, were you there, Kasali? Did the guy tell you, or did somebody else tell you the story? There are hundreds, if not thousands, of stories like this in Africa. Stories, old tales, old wives' tales, different types of story. Somebody did this. Somebody ate mango and drank gari and died. Somebody did this. Somebody went and crossed a gutter and the gutter did this. And then lots of story. Don't fall into those nonsense. Some people are fighting in their family right now because of stories that they told them many years ago that is not even verifiable. They are tribes that don't talk to each other. They don't marry each other because of stories from cock and bull many years, 100 years ago. Don't live in bondage. Don't be a robot. Don't be giving scripts of life. These people are writing your life and giving you scripts. You should be the person that writes the story of your life. Don't let anybody infest you with deception and lies like this again. It is wrong. It's an act of evil. Rubbish.
Láti airport ó gbéra. Nǹkan kan sí láti China tẹ wọ Nigeria. Ṣùgbọ́n on his way to the house láti airport kò mú orí délé.
Look at that. So the story goes like this. So the man went to the Adelaja, he wanted to make more money. He already was doing well and he wanted to do better. So, and that's another thing. Why do you have to think that in order for anybody to do well, they need to go to an Adelaja for them to do well? Why can't you improve on your product? Why don't you improve on your service? Why don't you improve on what you want to give people? Why is it that you have to go to Babalawo in order for you to succeed? That is the wrong mentality in Nigeria. To the extent that even when you see people succeeding, they're doing well, you would automatically think that they went to do voodoo in order to do well. Because everybody is infested with I don't know what can I qualify this? They are infected with evil mind. I don't know how to qualify it. I'm sorry. You see somebody doing well, you would think that it's because they did voodoo. Not because they provided a better service, not because that the product was superior. No. And Nigerians don't believe that they can even do well. Some Nigerians, excuse me, not everybody. There are always remnants and there are always exceptions to rules. They believe that in order for you to do well, you have to manipulate things. You have to go to voodoo man. You have to go to somebody to help you to give you the power. It is wrong. So he's telling this story now and said that the boy, the father they told the father not to send any of his children abroad. He did. He sent the child to China to go and buy things. The child on the way back from China landed in Nigeria, but he never got home from the airport to Nigeria, to the parents' home. How many people do you know that they've had accidents or they've never got home or something happened to them when they travel? Those are issues of life. At best, those are life. That is life. Sometimes these things happen. We are all going to die one day. Okay? The best we can do is not die before our time. Even if we die before our time, how